Hey, so a really important question that's coming through for all of us, because Spirit asked me this question too this morning. Are you a beer or a doer? So I want you to just feel into that for a little bit because this is going to give you some really significant guidance for today. So we literally just finished what Spirit is calling Rush Week for the soul. So we just came out of a incredibly powerful week energetically. You know, those of us who are the frontline workers, right? The light holders, the light workers, the transition team on this planet, we definitely had our work cut out for us this week. And so you might be feeling, Spirit's just saying, some residuals of that kind of hard work that you did this week, that transforming the frequencies on this planet, helping others, being a space holder, all of the things that we do, all of those little, the fine detail in our soul contract that not a lot of us read. So we're going to be going through that, but here's the thing Spirit wants us to know, and this is really, really important, because there's two very different vibrational aspects to doers and beers. And let me know in the comments if right away you can say, yes, I'm a doer, or no, I'm a beer. Let me know, because I know right away I'm a doer. I am 100% a doer. And doers, just like it sounds, we do, right? Something comes across our plate, we do it. Somebody comes to us with a problem, we do it. We're always fixers, we're transformers, we're action takers, right? And this sounds great because I'm like giving you all the positive aspects of it. But doers burn out. Doers feel too much sometimes. Doers do too much sometimes, right? There's a lot of learning and growing if you are a doer. Now the beers, on the other hand, the beers are the ones who are very, in the moment, very mindful, very, well, this is where we are now. Doesn't have to project into the future like us who are doers do all of the time, right? I know I'm like always like, 5 years into the future. And so being a beer allows us to be more present, right? Spirit's just saying more soulful. So, less human, more soulful. And this residual energy that we're going to be feeling over the next, they're saying to me 3 to 4 days. So we're going to feel this for the next little while. You're probably going to have a lot of emotional stuff that still is coming up for you. I know I did. I was already crying this morning. Totally had and pay attention to this. When you're doing things, like when you're a doer and you're doing things and you're doing too many things, I made my heavy metal detox smoothie. If you guys know what that is, it looks like a mess because it literally looks like black. It's, it's the spirulina and it's the barley grass and then it's got the blueberries and the concoction is just, it looks like mud. So I made it, a big, massive 32 ounce, and it slipped out of my hands and it fell all over my dining room. My furniture, my floorboards, my rug, everything, just a muddy mess everywhere. And I was doing at the time, I was multitasking. I was making my smoothie. I was cutting my melon. I was thinking about my day. I was like projecting into the week and it slipped right out of my hands. Like just all over, splashed the walls, the table, the everywhere, mud mess everywhere. And yeah, so I, sat down and I thought, I'm doing too much. This is too much doing. Thanks a lot. And Spirit had literally been talking to me prior to this, like as I was doing my other things, about being a beer or a doer. They were already highlighting that stuff for me. And I wasn't slowing down enough to be like, okay, if I'm getting this message coming through today, it's for a reason. So I really should be more being and less doing today. So Spirit's just saying less multitasking, right? This is so important, especially for today, because we have that residual energy coming through. So we're still highly emotional. We're still feeling a little raw, a little triggered. We still have those, those wounds that were coming up to the surface with all that light coming in. We have all of that. They just keep saying the word, and I'm going to throw this out there too, guys. They're saying it to me, but they're not giving me more. So they're saying Wayshowers. So feel into that. This is what I'm talking about with the highlighting things, right? My spirit team does this for me all of the time. When I'm reading a book, when I'm watching a video, when I'm listening to somebody talk. But I also have to kind of navigate with that intention. And that's what they're asking us to do today. Navigate with the intention that you are going to receive guidance. You're going to connect with your intuitiveness. You are going to allow your soul to come into alignment, right? Your higher self, so that your spirit's just saying, so that your vision changes, so that you become a visionary. That makes sense? That's a good one. So when we do this, this is just having the connection with our spirit team and being able to say, okay, you know what? I need some help from not doing and being more being. So highlight stuff for me. Send me highlights so that I know, and then I can feel into them. And this is the thing to remember. Remember this, because everything carries a frequency. Everything has a base frequency. But the way we perceive it, or the way we receive it, or the way we interact with it is based on our base frequency. Does that make sense for you? It's like, they throw away, there's so many words, and especially, the language on this planet has been manipulated. It's really, really manipulated. So we have to be really, really mindful of this, and then use our intuition when a word comes across our path, and then feel into it, feel into the word, so that we can then exchange energy with that word, right? Exchange energy with that frequency. It's like a bit of a give and take, so that we create some harmony in there, right? So pay attention to what's coming up for you. When you listen to this video, when you read the post on this, just say, highlight what's really important for me, and then feel into it. Like, I'm going to throw that word out again because it's coming up, and I need you guys to tell me, because it's not resonating for me right now. So it's going to resonate for somebody out there. But the Wayshower. So Wayshower, that word, when I feel into it energetically, it feels very, very open, right? Wayshower. I also kind of get this vision of a bunch of souls coming together, in unison, creating almost this team, right? This kind of, it's cool. It's a very beautiful, beautiful energy, but feel into it and let me know what comes up for you and how it kind of resonates with whatever theme you're going through right now. And then ask yourself the question, and use this throughout the next few days, right? Next 3-4 days, we're saying it's going to be bumpy. Are you a beer or a doer? And our goal is to try and do less and be more. Does that make sense to you guys? Trust me, I'm doing it myself. I gotta work on this. I am a doer. I have got to be better at being. So we've got to do that. Spirit's just saying it's going to be a lot of letting go. That's hard for some of us, right? But we can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Sending you guys huge blessings.